Welcome back to another vlog. I have been not vlogging this whole week because I had extreme neck pain. I'm still going through it, but I took an Advil late or really early this morning. Actually, it was like closer to like 1 o'clock this morning. I think I have what's called nursing mother's neck. Keith thinks that is so funny. I don't think it's funny because it hurts, but he thinks that the sound of the name sounds so funny. But it's essentially when you get neck strain from nursing. So I was like hunched over. I had bad posture when I was feeding him. And now I have extreme pain running up and down my shoulder into my neck. I feel like the Advil kind of holds over when I take it early in the morning like that. It gets me to midday and then I'm starting to feel like, go downhill again. But I've been watching my posture. I've been just trying to maintain the way that I'm actually feeding him and making sure that I'm not looking down because I would stare at my baby while he's eating because he's just so cute. So, and to make sure that he's actually like eating and he's okay and all that stuff. But I have to fix my posture. So anyway, I'm back to filming today because I feel up to it. And I also wanted to kickstart this video because I am in the process of studying for a really important test. I'm going to be taking the PL-900 certification on Sunday. Today is Friday for reference. It is Friday, I think, April 4th or 3rd? What's today? April 4th. And I have today, tomorrow, and then Sunday morning I take the test. I've been studying all week. This is not the first day I started studying. And what I'm going to do in this video is show you guys what I did to study for the test. And then hopefully by the end of this, I'll tell you that I passed the test and we can celebrate. And I can tell you what I feel like worked compared to, when it comes to what I studied and how the test actually ended up being. I feel pretty confident just because of the resources that I'm using. So I definitely will share all of that in this video, the things that I'm doing, what I feel works and what doesn't. So far, just even before taking the test, I can tell some things that I'm just like, what was the purpose of this? But also, Keith already took this a couple months ago for his job and he passed it. He had to take it for his job. And so he has been giving me pointers and tips that I'll also share with you guys in this video. So at first I was only going to post this video if I passed the test, but I figured I would just post it no matter what, just so that I can still go over what I feel worked, what I feel didn't, and you'll get insight either way. So stick around to the end of this video to see if I passed the test or not. There we go. So I just made myself a chai. I actually got this mix. You guys know I get the pre-mixed stuff. I really need to go back to my powdered matcha. But I went to the store yesterday. They didn't have any matcha. So I went ahead and got the chai latte. This is decaf. And I actually love chai lattes, but I don't think that I've made one at home myself. So I just made it and I do drink cow milk, I guess, dairy milk. I will drink oat milk in my chai lattes and stuff like that, but I'm not like anti-dairy. My daughter is, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to taste test this real quick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is good. So now I know if they don't have matcha, I'll get this. This is I don't know how you say this. Mom, how would you say this? T-A-Z-O. Tazo? Is that Tazo?
I would say Tazo.
Okay, she said Tazo. My mom's really good with words and like grammar, and she drinks tea. So,
It could be Tazo.
oh, she said disclaimer, it could be Tazo. She's here right now to help me with the baby. Keith is working. I'm studying for this test. I only have today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So here's my thought process for the breakdown of what I want to do. Today, I'm going to continue taking the practice quizzes. There's 2 practice quizzes, which I'll show you guys. There's one by Microsoft on their actual website, and there's one through a video that I found on YouTube, which is by Free Code Camp. It's an instructor that did a video on Free Code Camp's YouTube channel. It's 3.5 hours long, but when I say it is amazing at giving you the information that you need, and then he gives you a free practice quiz or free practice exam that emulates the real thing. So he gives you that for free. You can take it as many times as you want. And I'll show you guys, because I noticed there were a lot of questions by people on there, like, how can we retake the quiz? There is a way to retake it, but I don't think everybody sees it. So I'll show you guys in case you are interested in doing this too. But those quizzes are going to help you practice and solidify the knowledge, obviously. So my goal is to continuously, this was one of Keith's tips, is to continuously take those practice quizzes and aim to get 100% on them each time, but really understand why the answer is what it is. And so I've done that with the practice exam from the free one from the guy on Free Code Camp. I've been able to hit 100% consistently, I think almost 3 times now, maybe 3 times, maybe twice. And then the Microsoft one is a little bit harder. And I really feel like it's because they are giving you questions that they didn't even really cover in the material that they gave you, which I'll show you guys and it'll make more sense what I'm talking about. But to me, it's a little bit more complicated than the other one. So I haven't been able to hit past the 68%. So that's the goal for today, is to continue to get 100% on the one and to get to 100% on the other. So I need to charge this camera before I talk to you guys again. It is at 3%. And while my mom's here, I really need to sit down and take this quiz as many times as I can while she has the baby. It sounds like she got him quieted down, so he's probably on his way to sleep anyway because he needs a nap. So I'm going to do that, but I wanted to come on here, open up this vlog, and tell you guys what I was doing and what the purpose was. And we'll continue to do that throughout this vlog. Okay, I just got done eating lunch, so hopefully there's no food in my teeth or anything, but I am obviously holding the baby. I'm going to try to put him back down because I really do feel like this is what contributes to my neck pain as well, is just holding him so much. And so the last couple of days, I've been letting him chill in his swing a little bit more, or in his little seat that's over there, because he's finally big enough to not like be crunched down in there. He's starting to grow into all of his seats, which is exciting because then I can feel comfortable leaving him in his seats without feeling like he's way too tiny for them. But I just got done taking the practice exam provided by Microsoft on their actual website, and I cannot get past the 68%. Like, I keep hitting 68%, and it says on there that you should aim for at least 80% to feel confident to take the exam. So I'm going to continue to practice, but it's crazy because on the other exam that I told you guys about through Exam Pro, I get 100% every time now. So I feel like Microsoft's is definitely a little bit trickier, but I would rather get a higher score on that one just because it is provided by Microsoft, and Microsoft is obviously the people that are actually giving the actual exam. So once I hit 100% on that, which I will, there's just a couple things that I'm second guessing myself on and that are tripping me up. But I did realize that, or what I've started to do is look at my wrong questions. Before, I was looking at the questions that I got wrong and then reading the little paragraph that it gives you explaining why the answers that are right and why the wrong answers are wrong, which is really helpful. I would read through that, but now I'm doing that and going back to the Free Code Camp course that is free on YouTube and looking through the timestamps and finding the associated topic and just quickly reviewing that. And I feel like that'll help too. So I realized I have not shown you guys the things that I'm using for practice. So let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, I'm going to try my best to do this with one hand, and hopefully when I play this back, you'll be able to see what is going on my screen. Let me pull it down a little bit. Okay, so this is the official Microsoft website for their learning portals. And you need to find, obviously, the PL-900. So it's the Microsoft Certified Power Platform Fundamentals. It's beginner level, and it takes you through all the information about it. You can select prepare for the exam, practice for the exam, take the exam. Obviously, you want to start with prepare. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. This gives you a lot of different modules, and you just go through them. So you go through the Power Platforms fundamentals, and I believe there's like 7 different like modules, and or they call them units. Sorry, 7 different units here, and so yeah, you go through that. This took me, I think I got through it in about a day and a half, just really locking in and, between the baby and everything. So you do this, and then obviously you'll come back and you can do practice for the exam, which is what I'm doing. Take the practice assessment, and then you'll be led to the practice assessment, which is 50 questions. They're all like multiple choice or multi-answer questions. There's no there's nothing you have to like type an answer to, which thank goodness, because I don't like long and short form answers. But yeah, you just go through this. And like I said, they say to aim to get at least 80% on this to feel like, you are ready to take the exam. And then obviously when you're ready, you can take the exam, which I've already scheduled myself for. Like I said, it's on Sunday. I went ahead and scheduled myself because I wanted to not keep putting it off or feel like I was overstudying, spending too much time, and then psych myself out and not take it. So I went ahead and scheduled mine. So yeah, I take it Sunday morning. So this is where you'll go. The exam is $100. So yeah, I'll go over that in a second. But the other resource that I highly recommend doing, because in my humble opinion, I don't think that this information provided by Microsoft is necessarily enough, in a sense of I didn't feel like I grasped the concepts as well just taking this by itself. So what I did, just one day I Googled or like went on YouTube and searched for PL-900 practice or whatever I searched, and I came across Free Code Camp. So I was excited because I know, okay, this is going to be a great resource because Free Code Camp provides great resources. And it's the Microsoft Power Platform Fundamentals PL-900 full course, pass the exam. There are so many people in the comments that are saying, sorry, this is the description box, but as you can see, it's very organized. It is 3.5 hours, but I feel like this is the most amazing resource when it comes to practicing for this exam. If you can get through this video, you will do pretty well on the practice exam that they provide, which I'll go over in a second as well. But all in the comments, there's people commenting that they passed. They're telling their scores, what day they passed. And yeah, it's pretty inspiring to see all of these different testimonials basically in the comments. So go ahead and read through those yourself. But I can tell you also, I haven't taken the test yet, but just for practicing knowledge and gaining the information, yes, this is A1. This is better than the Microsoft certification information, in my opinion. And honestly, I don't know, if you wanted to only use this video as a resource and not go through these units, you may be able to get that off as well. So from here, they also offer a free exam. So you'll go to the free exam, and mine is reset just because I already got 100. And like I said, I'm just continuing to take this over and over and over again just to maintain my 100, just to maintain that information, make sure that I do actually know what's going on. But as you can see, you're going to be tested on 7 domains. So it breaks down the different subjects of which you're going to be tested and the percentage of which it counts towards the actual final grade, if that makes sense. So it's super, super, super convenient and super helpful. And then this practice test, sorry, you hear the baby laughing in his sleep. He's cracking up. But this practice test is amazing because it's like a simulation of the real thing. So when you go through this, you get a set of 45 questions. You get timed though. So for the Microsoft test, you don't have any time limit. This one, you do have 60 minutes, but I've been completing mine, like when I really sit down and stuff, I think I complete mine in like maybe 20 minutes. But at this point, I've just taken it so many times and I kind of just know what answers should be the right answer. So yeah, that was my quick overview. Again, I hope when I watch this footage back, it makes sense. If not, I'll refilm it, but or like you can see the screen, just because I am sitting here with the baby in my arms at the same time. But I truly, truly, truly think that the best resource so far has been the Free Code Camp video. And you guys know me, if you know anything, all of this stuff will be in the description box of this video. So if you have any questions as to how to get to any of this, please go to the description box first. I will have links to everything I just showed you, to the Microsoft certification. So at the time of this video, because things changed, like there were a couple of links that I tried to go to that I got a year ago when I was going to attempt this the first time and I changed my mind, that didn't work. So anything that is working as of the time of me posting this video will be in the description box below. So again, I'm going to link both practice exams. I'll link the main page where you can practice through the units on Microsoft, and you can see where you can take the exam, all of that. I'll link the Free Code Camp video. Everything is in the description box. And I have to say that because Sometimes, and this is not me trying to be rude or anything, but sometimes I will say that in my videos that all the information is in the description box, and I'll still get questions. So I'm like, did y'all watch the video? Did y'all listen? Because I be putting stuff in it. I'm one, if I mention it and I'm really driving home, whatever it is I'm talking about in my videos is going to be in the description box. So yeah, look in the description box. You will see everything that I just showed you. And if I find anything between now and posting this that I feel is even more help, I will let you know. But honestly, I feel pretty confident that Sunday we're going to pass this test, and it would have all been just from the stuff that I just showed you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep studying. I'm going to attempt to put this baby down because y'all, my neck is killing me. That's one thing. I cannot wait to pass this test on Sunday because I just want to feel like I can breathe. Okay, so it is the next day. I didn't really film a lot too much yesterday just because I needed to crack into the studying, but I did end up getting my score from a 60 something to, I got it from a 68 to an 88. So that is great. So today we're aiming to get that to 100, and then I still was able to get 100 on the other test that I was already getting 100 on. I did take it one time and I ended up getting a 95% because I missed, I think, 2 questions, but I knew the answers. I just second guessed myself, so I'm not counting that. So we are still doing good there. And like I said, I just need to get this other test up to 100%, and then I'll feel, good about it. So I would love to do that a few times, have a couple times where I'm getting 100% on it, but I'm filming on my phone right now, so you probably are hearing other noises around the house, so there's probably a lot of echo. I haven't filmed on my phone in so long, but my DJI ran out of storage on the memory card, and I don't have time or feel like transferring the footage from yesterday onto a hard drive and then formatting the card and all that. So I said, let me just get my phone out so I can start. So today's plan, I'm hot because I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm rushing because it's already 12:30. I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning studying, and it was thunderstorming, so I couldn't really sleep. And then Keith came home and we actually ate really late last night because I was really hungry, and he went out with his brother for his birthday and he was really hungry, so he brought me food. Shouldn't be eating that early in the morning, but it is what it is. So yeah, today's plan is to study. When Keith gets back home, he's about to run out real quick, then he can take over with the baby because he'll probably be ready for a nap in a second. I'm hoping he'll nap. The girls are cleaning up their room. Yeah, so study plans for today, I keep saying that, I'm frazzled, are to just continuously take these practice exams. If I have time or if I feel like I need it, I might rewatch the Free Code Camp course, the 3.5 hour one, on like double speed so I can just get through it in half the time, because I'll be able to understand it at a faster pace. I was able to do it already. So I might just do that again just to get some more like, oh, okay, I missed this the first 2 times. I've already watched it 2 times. So that's if I have time, but the main thing is going to be to continue to take these practice quizzes and just kind of understand, hey baby, kind of understand why the answers are what they are. And yeah, I don't really have too much else to say. This is just me documenting what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because tomorrow morning we're passing that test, and I'm coming to y'all telling y'all that I passed the test, and then we'll break down what I feel worked and didn't, like I told y'all yesterday. So let me stop talking. I made my chai. I was gonna say matcha because that's what I always make, but I made my little homemade chai. It's so good. This is really good. If you're looking for something quick and easy, yes. But I'm ready to get the baby out of his chair that he's so big in now. He was so tiny in that chair just a couple weeks ago, and he can actually fit in it now. I don't feel uncomfortable putting him in there now. So put him on the couch next to me like I always do. Get this laptop out and get the quizzing. Okay. He is going through, I think, a growth spurt. I have fed him so many times between like early morning and now it's 12:45. So I don't know if he's starting to just want a nurse to go to sleep or if he's actually hungry, but I'm drained. So I'm gonna change him, feed him. Maybe he'll go to sleep right here next to me so I can finally get to study. And I feel like I'm wasting time. And I don't want to waste any time because I don't want to feel like the time that I could have been studying will affect how I do tomorrow. But I also have to not overdo it, because last night my brain was fried because I literally did the practice test from yesterday morning until 3 o'clock this morning. So I'm just telling myself, just keep on grinding, keep on grinding. You're gonna pass this test tomorrow and you don't have to worry about it ever again. Because I don't think this one expires. I don't think the certification expires. I think this one, once you actually pass it, is good forever. So at least that's what they said on the free code camp at the beginning when he gave like the rundown of the certification. That's what he said. So hopefully nothing has changed, but because I know some certifications you do have to retake after time, but I don't think this is one of them. So anyway, let me not start yapping and get this done. All right, it's time to study. Okay, so I am filming from the front of my camera again. Again, this is just a documenting type video. But I just took the harder quiz, the harder practice exam that's on the Microsoft website that I was telling you guys about, and I got a 94. So I feel really good about that. I am definitely going to take it like 1 or 2 more times today, and I'm going to take the other one probably about 3 more times because that one I'm pretty confident with. I'm not really stressed about that one, but I want to make sure that I'm solidifying why I'm choosing the answers and understanding that, like knowing that I understand why the answer is the answer. Also, don't look at my nails. I just realized I was super close to the camera. I just took I think it was like, I don't even know what that stuff is called. I took it off my nails. That's why I don't really get my nails done often, because I don't like to like keep up with them. Like going to the salon all the time and having to go when they start growing out. It's just kind of like, I don't like being in the chair that long, because where I go, she's super good, but it takes a long time because she's really good at what she does. So I don't like sitting there that long. So anyway, that was random, but I wanted to come on and give you guys an update because it is 5 p.m., 5:19. I'm making the kids food for dinner. What else has happened? I really literally have just been studying all day. So yeah, I've been studying the entire day, and now I'm just gonna take a break while their food cooks because I just need a brain break. So I'm gonna watch a little bit of YouTube. I've been watching Diaries of Nakia. Love her channel. I love the way she dresses. Like, I really enjoy her videos because she's another talker and she has kids. She's literally my age. Well, I think she's a couple years older than me, but it's always cool to find other creators that are around your age and have kids as well. So anyway, off topic, but I feel really good so far about this test and figuring out like the information that I need to figure out. So I just need to keep up the momentum. And yeah, tomorrow morning is the day, 10:45 in the morning. For the exam, you do want to be, or it says you should be on 30 minutes early to start setting up your test environment, because there's certain things that you have to do when you take this online, because it's proctored, I think is the word, like when somebody is actually watching you take the test to make sure you're not cheating. So there are things that I will have to prepare for the space and just make sure that, you know, everything is good. But so technically I'll be on the testing site, or like, you know, online on the website, on the software at 10:15 in the morning. And I saw in the email that it said that sometimes there's availability to then start testing a little bit early, but I don't know. It says it's not guaranteed. So I'm just counting that my test won't start till 10:45. So I may check in one more time tonight. I'm not sure. But if I don't, just know that I'm like planning to take the practice quiz, this one, over maybe 2 more times, and then the other practice quiz I'll take 3 times, and then I'm gonna read through some notes that I made for myself today, and then I'm calling it quits. And then tomorrow morning I'll check in and let you guys know for sure, but I do plan on like I'll probably take the practice quiz, both of them. I don't know. At that point, I probably shouldn't do too much. I probably should just rest and let my brain rejuvenate to take the actual quiz and not bog myself down with practice. So tonight may just be it, and then pray. Lots of prayer. So I'll let you guys know what I end up doing before the quiz. But yeah, I more than likely will just see you guys in the morning before the quiz. All right, today is the day. I am getting ready to log on in a second to do the check-in for the test. It is 10:12. You need to sign in, I guess, 30 minutes before the test. My test is scheduled at 10:45. So I am going to sign in about 3 minutes. You need a valid photo ID to prove that it's you. And then I think they have you take pictures of your room to make sure that there's nobody in there with you. Make sure everything looks good. You don't have nothing just sitting up like a board with a whole bunch of answers or something. And then I don't know. I really don't know what to expect because Keith couldn't remember how the test went. So I took the practice exams this morning. I took one each time. So the first one, the Microsoft one, I got a 94, which to me is okay, because it says you only need like an 80 to feel like you can take the test. And then I got a 100 on the other test. So I have such adrenaline and anxiety going. My heart is racing. This is how I get before any big major thing. Like if I have to speak or a job interview or anything like that, I get these, a rush of adrenaline and everything else, and then it goes down, and then I get an adrenaline headache afterwards because I'm coming down so fast from all the hypeness. But yeah, I need to get myself prepared. I have 2 minutes to check in, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And by the time I come back on camera, I'll be telling you if I passed or not. We passed the test. Yes, I am so relieved. I just feel so weightless right now. I feel like a big weight was lifted off. I already texted my husband there at church, but I texted him because he said, text me when you pass. And then I just got off of a call with my mom and dad. We did FaceTime, and I just let them know because, of course, they knew I was doing this and they were praying for me. But God is good. That's all I can say. That's literally the first thing I said was thank you, Jesus, after I saw that you passed across the computer. I am so proud of myself. I'm so excited, and this is exciting for me to be able to, move on to the next steps of my career and the things that I'm trying to do that I will tell you guys as they come, like I always do. But this is the first step. This is a big step, and I'm super excited and proud of myself. So I'm going to sit down tomorrow and give you guys a proper rundown of the things that I did, what I feel worked, what I feel I probably could have did more of, just my experience when I have my proper camera and mic situation. I'm going to sit down tomorrow, but today I'm getting ready to start cleaning up before the kids get back home from church with my husband. And I'm chilling for the rest of the day with my kids. I feel like I've earned it. I'm probably going to my kids have been wanting to have a movie night, but we haven't been able to make it line up because they've been going to spend a night at my family's house, my mom, their grandma, or my cousin's house last weekend. So I think we can do a movie night tonight since we can start a little earlier. But yeah, I'm excited, and I just wanted to come on the day of to tell you guys that yes, I did pass. Yay! All right, this is Editing Jessica here. I wanted to come on and close out the video because I decided after editing this that the video is already long enough. And if I do the ending where I tell you guys my thoughts and the full breakdown of the process that I took, the strategy and everything that I used to pass this test, that it would be way too long. And so I want to break this up into its own separate thing. This is just leading up to, yes, I passed, thank God. And then I'm going to come to you guys this Thursday. So after this video, should go up on Sunday if it's on time. But this coming Thursday, right after this video, you will see a video where I'm sitting down to completely break down everything for you guys. I'll talk about the resources that I used, what I feel about them, how I feel they helped, and all that information. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, stick around. If this is your first video, go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in knowing the breakdown of what I feel helped in case you are looking to take this test as well. I have my baby right here, so you probably hear him. But yeah, I love you guys. You know that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.